So you open your feed and you see other people's work. And there they are getting the views, the likes. They seem so much more successful than you. And you feel that quiet ache deep inside, the one that whispers, they're doing it better than you. And how are you ever going to reach their level? You didn't start browsing to get intimidated. You just wanted to be inspired, to enjoy other people's creativity. But somewhere in the scroll, it changes. You start looking at their work like it's a game with a high score. That's not inspiration. That's erosion. A million things can erode the creative soul, and most of them don't attack you in the light. They put on masks and they creep up on you in the darkness, often pretending to be your friend or your lifeline. And it's sneaky because it doesn't attack all at once. The quiet thief steals your joy piece by piece, all while encouraging you to keep on looking. Every scroll, every comparison, every why can't I be there yet, every am I even good enough to compete? And another chip of your confidence falls, and another layer of joy is ripped away. That's one of the many masks that creative erosion wears. And today I'm going to give you the tools to fight back and win. So let's unmask this one, the thief called comparison. If you've ever felt that, if you've ever looked at someone else and felt yourself just shrinking or wanting to quit, you belong here. You were meant to see this message right now in this moment of your journey. Here's the naked truth no one tells you. Comparison isn't weakness, it's conditioning. And done right, it can even be helpful if you're comparing to learn and to grow and not to compete. See, from the moment that we're old enough to create, we're taught to rank things, to rate them, to perform. We have grades, we have likes, views, follows, promotions. The scoreboard just keeps changing names, but the game never ends. It's the same poison poured into a different bottle, and for years we've been opening it up and drinking it down. See, psychologists call this upward comparison. Your brain compares you to people who seem further ahead, and then it tricks you into thinking you're behind. But you're not behind. You are on a different mountain. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they aren't showing you the people beside you on the climb. They're pushing the top 1/10 of 1/10 of 1% at you. And while it's great to learn from them, comparison, that's the trap. Now, we've all been there, and if you've suspected that you're not alone, you're absolutely right. How do you compare Picasso to Van Gogh or Elvis to Morgan Freeman? That's not just apples to oranges, it's ridiculous. Because what makes you, you, no one else can copy. You are unique, the only one in the entire universe. So let's have a win right away. Write down 3 things that only you can do the way that you do them. What are the first 3 that come to your mind? See, this isn't about ego or humility, it's about acknowledgement. You and I could stand side by side and not take the same photograph. We could be given the same footage and we're not going to edit the same story. And we could both write about a sunset and create entirely, wildly different worlds. So before you tell me that there's nothing special or unique about you, cut the bull. Every human being sees the world a little differently, and every one of us is a worthy creative with something to give. So write down 3 things that you enjoy creatively. Are you writing? Good. Now circle one of those and celebrate it today. That's how you take your joy back, one spark at a time. Not by comparing your journey to someone else's, but by realizing your own value and worth. If we all let comparison rule us, there would have been only one artist in all of history. We'd have looked up at their work and we would have given up. But that's not how it works, is it? There's room enough in the world for you, for me, for all of us. And at the end of the day, that viral hit that's forgotten about in 48 hours, can't compete with the piece of work that touches one soul deeply and is remembered for years. Now, I'll be honest, I know some people just love Jackson Pollock's work, but for me, I just don't feel it. Art is absolutely subjective. One person's meh is another person's soul on canvas. There's no right or wrong, only connection. And I always thought that dog shows were strange. I mean, how do you decide between a Chihuahua and a German Shepherd? Which one is the better example of a dog? Truth is, the world is better because of their variety. What a boring world this would be if they were all the same. And as creatives, we're not painting walls, we're painting truth. We're bringing unique visions to life. My vision isn't worth any more than yours, but it's not worth any less either. So choose 3 things that make you, you. Write them down and let your freak fleet float. Yes, fleet, because we're building an armada of originals. Does that mean that your first work deserves a billion views or a gallery wall? No. Creativity is about growth, evolution, practice. It's about becoming better and better, but staying yourself while you do it, because the real trap of comparison is not failing to measure up. It's losing your voice trying to sound like somebody else. See, when you stop comparing, something really amazing happens. You start hearing your own rhythm again, and then you start dancing to it without apology. Your ideas stop echoing other voices, and they start to sound like you, like truth. You remember why you began creating in the first place? Not to win, but to feel alive, to share, to inspire emotion, to connect. I believe most artists and creatives are introverts, and if you don't know what that is, I have a video that explains it. But what matters here is this. You are unique in this world, and only you can do you. Comparing your creative journey to anyone else's doesn't make you better. It erodes your creative soul until you lose the one thing that this world actually needs: your individuality, your truth. You don't have to keep scoring your soul on somebody else's scorecard. And your victory is not going to look like theirs. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. There is no high score that we're all competing for. Creative erosion ends when you start to focus on your own path and remember that you are enough. You were always enough. So live creative, my Kintra. Be true to who you are. And if this connected with you today, if it helped you heal even just a little, then be sure to like and subscribe. But go beyond that. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it right now. Use this tool to break the mask of creative erosion in your own life. Ask yourself, what have you wanted to do but held yourself back from because of comparison? Can you do something about it today? Not tomorrow, today. Even the smallest step in the right direction moves you closer to who you were meant to be. And never forget, you are not defeated. You are under attack. Inside and out, the masks of creative erosion are working against you. But the good news, you're not alone. Together, we Kintra are going to build the life that you were always meant to love. Together, we rise. Live creative.
Clock keeps ticking, the world spins on. You feel like your moment has come and gone, but every breath is a brand new start, a chance to follow the fire in your heart. No matter the time, no matter the place, the spark inside is yours to embrace. It's never too late to rise and shine, to chase your dreams, to draw the